In the stillness of the present moment, a profound truth emerges: you are not here by accident. The very fact that these words have found their way to you signifies a divine orchestration. There are no coincidences in the realm of the spirit. Every encounter, every message, carries purpose. This is a call to awaken, to recognize that a significant shift is underway, a transformation that transcends the physical and delves deep into the spiritual fabric of existence. The world around us is undergoing a metamorphosis. Beneath the surface of daily routines and familiar patterns, a spiritual awakening is stirring. It's an undercurrent that many sense but few understand. This is not merely a change in circumstances, it's a recalibration of the soul, a divine reset initiated by a higher power. The signs are subtle yet pervasive: a restlessness in the heart, a yearning for something more, a sense that the old ways no longer suffice. This awakening is not for the faint of heart. It demands courage, introspection, and a willingness to let go of the familiar. The path ahead is uncharted, illuminated only by the light of faith and the guidance of the divine. It's a journey that requires us to shed the layers of illusion and step into the authenticity of our being. The call is clear: prepare yourself, align with the truth, and fortify your spirit for the transformation that lies ahead. As this spiritual shift unfolds, it's essential to recognize that not everyone will perceive it in the same way. Some will dismiss it as mere coincidence, while others will feel an inexplicable pull towards something greater. The chosen ones, those attuned to the whispers of the divine, will sense the urgency and respond with readiness. They will understand that this is a pivotal moment, a crossroads where destiny is forged. Preparation is not about stockpiling resources or seeking external validation. It's an inward journey, a deepening of the connection with the divine. It involves cultivating a heart of compassion, a mind of clarity, and a spirit of resilience. It's about embracing practices that nourish the soul: prayer, meditation, reflection, and releasing attachments that hinder growth. In this sacred space of preparation, the chosen ones will find strength and solace. The transformation ahead is not without challenges. It will shake the foundations of our beliefs, expose the shadows we've ignored, and demand a reevaluation of our priorities. But within this upheaval lies the potential for profound growth. Just as a seed must break through the soil to reach the light, so too must we confront discomfort to emerge into a higher state of consciousness. In the midst of this spiritual evolution, it's crucial to remain anchored in faith. Doubts may arise, and the path may seem obscured, but trust in the divine plan will provide guidance. Remember that even in the darkest moments, the light of truth shines unwaveringly. It's in these times of uncertainty that our faith is tested and, ultimately, strengthened. The chosen ones are not exempt from trials. In fact, they may face greater challenges as they lead others through the transformation. But their resilience will inspire, their wisdom will guide, and their presence will be a beacon of hope. They are the harbingers of a new era, tasked with embodying the principles of love, compassion, and unity. As the spiritual shift gains momentum, signs will manifest in various forms. Synchronicities, dreams, and intuitive nudges will serve as guideposts along the journey. Pay attention to these signals. They are the language of the divine, offering reassurance and direction. Embrace them with an open heart and a receptive mind. This is not a time for complacency or hesitation. The call to action is immediate and unequivocal. The world is in need of awakened souls who are willing to step into their purpose and contribute to the collective healing. Your unique gifts, experiences, and insights are integral to this process. Embrace your role with humility and determination. In the face of adversity, remember that transformation often arises from disruption. Just as a storm clears the air and revitalizes the earth, so too does upheaval pave the way for renewal. Embrace the discomfort as a catalyst for growth, and trust that the divine is orchestrating a greater harmony. As you navigate this journey, surround yourself with a community of like-minded individuals who support and uplift you. Shared experiences and collective wisdom will fortify your resolve and provide a sense of belonging. Together, you can navigate the challenges and celebrate the victories that come with spiritual evolution. In moments of doubt, return to the practices that ground you. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or acts of service, these rituals will reconnect you with your inner truth and the divine presence that guides you. Consistency in these practices will cultivate resilience and clarity. The path ahead is not linear. It will have twists and turns, highs and lows. Embrace each phase with grace, knowing that every experience contributes to your growth. Celebrate the progress you make, no matter how small, and extend compassion to yourself during setbacks. As the transformation unfolds, you'll begin to notice shifts in your perception and interactions. Relationships may evolve, priorities may realign, and a deeper sense of purpose will emerge. Embrace these changes as affirmations of your growth and alignment with the divine. In the grand tapestry of existence, your journey is a vital thread. Your awakening contributes to the collective elevation of consciousness, creating ripples that extend beyond your immediate sphere. Recognize the impact of your transformation and continue to walk the path with integrity and love. This is a sacred time, a pivotal moment in the evolution of humanity. The divine reset is not a distant event, it's happening now, within and around you. Embrace the call, prepare your spirit, and step into the fullness of your purpose. The world awaits the light you carry. As the spiritual transformation accelerates, you may feel a sense of separation from the old world. The habits, people, and patterns that once seemed essential may begin to fall away. This detachment is not abandonment, it's alignment. The divine is clearing space within and around you for something higher to emerge. When the soul begins to rise, the weight of what no longer serves must be released. Do not mourn these changes, embrace them as signs that you are entering a new spiritual chapter. You may also encounter resistance not only from others but from within yourself. Doubt, fear, and confusion may try to creep in, whispering lies about your worth or readiness. But remember, this resistance is a test. It exists to sharpen your discernment and to strengthen your commitment to the path you've been called to walk. Push through it with faith. Each time you choose to trust the divine voice within you over the noise outside, you ascend further into your purpose. Many will not understand what is happening. They will see the same world, hear the same news, live the same routines, but something inside you will be different. You are not meant to fit in where the spirit has outgrown. The shift that is occurring is not just external, it is deeply personal. While the world may talk about change, you are embodying it. And that embodiment may make you feel isolated at times, but know that you are never truly alone. God has placed within you a spiritual compass, and now more than ever, it is being activated. This inner guidance system will become clearer as you make space for silence, for stillness, and for connection with the divine. You may begin to experience moments of clarity where confusion used to reign, peace where anxiety once lived. These are signs that your spirit is becoming attuned to the divine frequency. And yet, this tuning comes with responsibility. With greater awareness comes a greater call to action, not in loud, dramatic ways, but in the quiet obedience to God's voice. The chosen ones are not elevated for status but for service. They are called to be the intercessors, the peace bringers, the healers, and the truth tellers in a world that is desperately searching for something real. You may be asked to lead, to speak, to build, or simply to love in ways that challenge your comfort. Obedience to this call is not optional, it is essential. The divine reset is not a punishment. It is mercy. It is God's way of giving humanity a chance to return to truth before being consumed by illusion. Just as a gardener prunes the branches to save the tree, so God is allowing the old systems, the old mindsets, the old cycles to be cut back so new life can grow. What may seem like destruction is, in fact, protection and preparation. During this time, you must guard your spirit. Not with fear, but with wisdom. The energies that are being stirred in the atmosphere, confusion, chaos, conflict, are not accidental. They are spiritual distractions designed to pull you away from your assignment. This is why your spiritual discipline must become non-negotiable. Reading, praying, worshipping, meditating, fasting, whatever connects you to God must become your daily nourishment. The strength you need for what's ahead will not come from the world. It will come from your secret place with God. It is also vital to discern what voices you listen to in this season. Not every loud voice is truthful, and not every popular message is divine. The enemy thrives in noise, but the Spirit speaks in stillness. Discernment will be your shield. Measure everything against truth. Ask God to sharpen your ability to see beyond appearances and to sense the heart behind the words. Let peace be your confirmation. And when the shift becomes visible, as it soon will when signs in the sky, in nature, in systems, and in the hearts of people become impossible to ignore, you will remember these words. You will know this was never a coincidence. You will recognize that you were prepared ahead of time for this moment. You will see others scramble to understand what you have already been living. You will not fear. You will be ready. In the days to come, some will fall into despair. The shaking will be too much for them, and the illusions they clung to will shatter before their eyes. You must be ready to stand firm, not just for yourself, but for them. Your stability will be their hope. Your clarity will be their anchor. Your peace will remind them that safety does not come from the world but from alignment with God. This is why the chosen must be purified. This is why your trials were never punishment but preparation. Every tear, every heartbreak, every season of loneliness, every unanswered prayer, it all built spiritual muscle. It all trained you for what is coming. Nothing you went through was wasted. You were being made into someone who could stand when others fell, someone who could lead when others scattered. Now is the time to rise in that identity. But rising doesn't mean pride. It means humility. The closer you get to God, the more you realize how small you are without Him. Your strength is not your own. Your wisdom is borrowed. Your calling is sacred. Stay grounded in grace. Let your posture always be one of worship, not self-glory. The chosen are not perfect. They are surrendered. And as the divine wave moves across the earth, bringing both judgment and mercy, cleansing and revival, you will begin to see the fulfillment of what your spirit has longed for. Justice will rise. Hidden things will be exposed. The proud will fall, and the humble will be exalted. Systems will crumble, and divine order will be established. It will not look like the world expects. It will not fit human logic. But it will be undeniably holy. And in that moment, you will remember why you stayed faithful. You will understand why the pressing had to come first. You will see that your preparation was not in vain. The promises spoken over your life will begin to manifest. But even greater than the blessings will be the awareness that you were part of something eternal. You answered the call. You stood firm. You became a vessel for divine change. The road ahead is not easy, but it is necessary. There will be tests and temptations, highs and lows, victories and setbacks. But through it all, the presence of God will never leave you. He has brought you this far, and He will carry you forward. Keep your eyes on Him. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit strong. Now is not the time to shrink. Now is not the time to look back. What is behind you is done. What is ahead of you is greater. The wave is coming. The reset is here. And you, chosen one, were made for this moment. The path of the chosen is not defined by outward ease, but by inward strength. It is a quiet calling, marked not by applause but by endurance. Often, it is walked in solitude, misunderstood by many, but intimately known by the one who called you. You may not wear a crown, but your heart bears the imprint of heaven. You may not lead nations, but your prayers shift the spiritual landscape. You are a carrier of divine truth, and your presence in this world matters more than you know. In the days ahead, you may notice the tension between two realities, the world as it appears and the world as it is becoming. What once felt solid may now seem fragile. Systems, ideologies, relationships all may begin to show signs of crumbling. But don't panic. This is not the end. It is the necessary breaking that makes space for divine rebuilding. From the ashes of what was, something higher will emerge. Do not be surprised when people you once walked with no longer understand you. Do not mourn when some connections fade. You are being positioned, not punished. God is shifting you into alignment with those who carry the same spiritual fire, who hear the same frequency, who walk with the same vision. This divine reordering is part of your protection. Everyone cannot go where you are going. Hold tightly to your peace. The world will offer endless distractions, fear, outrage, temptation, noise. But your peace is sacred. It is not passive, it is power. It is your spiritual anchor, your inner weapon. When everything around you shakes, your peace will testify that you are grounded in something greater than circumstance. Cultivate it daily. Fight for it fiercely. Be mindful of what you consume, not just through your mouth, but through your eyes, your ears, your thoughts. Every input shapes your spirit. Feed yourself truth. Let your inner life be filled with words that uplift, images that inspire, sounds that bring rest to your soul. In this season, what you allow in will either build you up or break you down. This is also a season of deep discernment. Not every opportunity is divine. Not every voice is truth. Not every open door is meant to be walked through. You must learn to listen beyond words to feel the energy, the spirit, the alignment. When something feels off, pause. When peace fades, ask questions. When the spirit speaks, obey immediately. The cost of disobedience in this season is too great. Your calling is too important. You are being equipped even now for things you cannot yet see. Divine appointments are being arranged. Resources are being released. The right people are being drawn to you. Even your delays have been divine. What looked like a setback was God placing you in the right position, at the right time, with the right heart. He wastes nothing. Every moment, every lesson, every pain has been part of your preparation. As the divine wave rolls across the world, carrying both judgment and mercy, the spiritually blind will feel fear, but you will feel fulfillment. They will see chaos, but you will see confirmation. For those who have walked with God in private, this will be the time He rewards them publicly. For those who have sowed in tears, this will be the season of joy. What was once hidden will be revealed. Yet, even in your rising, stay low in heart. Humility is your shield. Pride will attract attacks that your spirit isn't built to endure. Let your confidence be in God, not in your ability. Let your boldness be in truth, not in ego. God exalts the humble and protects those who serve with sincerity. Remember, elevation is not permission to dominate, it's an opportunity to serve deeper. The divine reset is both a shaking and a sanctification. It is a moment when the veil is lifted and the real is revealed. The world has long operated in illusion, chasing temporary highs, masking truth with comfort. But now, clarity is coming. Like light flooding a dark room, truth is exposing everything. And in this light, you will see who you are, what you're meant to do, and why you were chosen. So don't retreat. Don't second guess. You were made for this. Every heartbeat, every breath, every spiritual instinct has been preparing you for what's coming. You are not weak. You are not lost. You are not late. You are exactly where God needs you to be. Stand strong, stand still, and watch the divine move on your behalf. Because what's coming is not just change, it is transformation. Not just exposure, it is enlightenment. Not just survival, it is spiritual ascension. This is not a storm to fear, it is a wave to ride. And as it lifts you, others will look to you and ask how you stayed steady. And you will say, it was never me. It was always God. You are part of a remnant, a rare breed that hears the call before the crowd sees the signs. You are being trusted with spiritual secrets because you were faithful in the silent seasons. You are not here to blend in, you are here to stand out, to speak life, to shine truth. The shift is not coming. It is here, and you are ready. Let this be your declaration. I will not fear the wave, I will ride it. I will not shrink in uncertainty, I will rise in faith. I will not be distracted, I will stay focused. I will not be overwhelmed, I will be aligned. I will not delay, I will prepare. Because I am chosen, I am called, I am ready. This is your moment. Heaven is watching, earth is waiting, and your spirit knows, the time is now. And now, as you move from awareness into action, know this, the call you feel is not a passing emotion, it is an awakening. The pull you sense deep in your soul is not just passion, it is preparation. Every divine encounter, every spiritual message you've received until now has been to bring you to this threshold. You are standing at the edge of a new spiritual era, and what lies before you is nothing short of holy ground. This ground may not look sacred to the world. It might look like a quiet life, an ordinary day, or an unknown path. But what makes it divine is not its visibility, it is the presence of God in it. Wherever you step in obedience, the ground becomes consecrated. Wherever you speak with truth, the atmosphere becomes transformed. You don't have to chase influence or fame, your spiritual authority comes from your alignment with heaven. From this place of surrender and strength, God will begin to unlock things within you. Gifts long buried under pain or doubt will rise again. Dreams once dismissed as too big will begin to feel possible. You'll notice moments of divine timing, unexpected conversations, sudden clarity, open doors that no one can explain. This is how the Spirit moves, subtle yet undeniable, gentle yet unstoppable. But remember, the purpose of the awakening is not just personal. Yes, you will be changed. But your change is meant to spark change in others. Your obedience will lead others to freedom. Your healing will become someone else's hope. The fire that burns in you will light the path for others still walking in darkness. You are being shaped into a vessel of influence not by the world's standards, but by heaven's design. And though you may feel inadequate at times, remember, God does not choose the perfect. He perfects those He chooses. You are not being asked to be flawless, only to be faithful. Your flaws, your past, your brokenness, none of it disqualifies you. In fact, it is through those very cracks that His glory will shine. It's in your weakness that His strength will be revealed. You are enough because He is with you. So lift your head, straighten your back, fix your eyes not on the chaos around you, but on the promise ahead. A great shaking is coming, but so is a great revealing. And you, chosen one, will not be crushed. You will rise, you will endure, and you will emerge not as who you were, but as who you were always destined to become. This is not just a message, it is a mantle. It is a divine assignment etched into the fabric of your being. You may not know every detail yet, but you do know this: it's real. It's happening, and it's happening through you. Now walk forward, not as one who hopes they are chosen, but as one who knows they are. You are not wandering, you are being led. You are not forgotten, you are being prepared. The divine shift will not leave you behind. It will lift you higher. So prepare your heart, protect your peace, sharpen your faith, and keep your spirit open. Stay awake, stay ready, and when the world asks what changed, you will say, I heard the call. And I answered. And when the shift becomes so evident that the world can no longer deny it, when even the blind begin to sense that something greater is unfolding, you will not be confused. You will not panic, because by then, your spirit will have been trained, tuned, and tempered by the fire of preparation. While others search for answers, you will carry peace. While many tremble in fear, you will move in purpose. The wave will not destroy you, it will lift you. The fire will not consume you, it will refine you. This is the season when the spiritual becomes more real than the physical. You'll begin to discern things before they happen, hear wisdom others miss, and feel the atmosphere shift even before a word is spoken. Your spiritual instincts are not exaggeration, they are activation. You are being taught how to walk by faith, not by sight. You're being taught to move in alignment, not ambition. You'll learn to speak when God speaks, wait when He is silent, and run when He says move. This divine alignment won't always make sense to the people around you. They may say you've changed, and they will be right. You've been set apart, marked, refined. You've left behind the superficial and stepped into the sacred. Your desires have shifted. Your priorities have matured. You no longer chase what the world promises, you pursue what eternity holds. And this shift may cost you people, places, and praise, but what you gain will far outweigh it all. You'll begin to notice that you are less reactive, more discerning. You'll stop needing validation from those who never saw you clearly. You'll become comfortable being hidden, because you'll understand that protection often comes through obscurity. When God hides you, He's healing you. When He silences your voice to the world, He's amplifying your spirit in the heavens. Don't despise the seasons of stillness, they're sacred. And when the moment of divine release comes, when God says, now, you will step out not as someone seeking attention, but as someone carrying an assignment. You won't need to convince anyone. Your presence will speak. Your clarity will command. Your peace will preach. The anointing on your life will do what no resume, no performance, no approval ever could. The world is being prepared for a new spiritual reality. The systems are not just shaking, they are collapsing under the weight of their own deception. Truth is rising. Light is breaking in. The kingdom is advancing, and the chosen are being positioned at the gates, not to control, but to serve, not to dominate, but to heal. You are being given keys not to a building, but to dimensions. Spiritual realms are opening to those who are awake, those who have kept their oil filled, their hearts pure, their minds disciplined. The doors you're about to walk through won't open by effort, they'll open by obedience. The next chapter of your life will not be built by striving, but by surrender. You will speak and atmospheres will shift. You will pray and strongholds will break. You will walk into places and carry peace like a fragrance. You will speak truth without fear, love without limits, and lead without pride. Your life will be a living altar, every step a testimony, every breath an offering, every moment a divine appointment. And when people ask what changed, how you became this version of yourself, you will smile humbly, not with pride, but with awe. Because you will know the answer: it was God. It was always God. You were chosen not for comfort, but for calling. Not for platform, but for purpose. Not for applause, but for awakening. You are part of a remnant handpicked by the divine, prepared through pain, strengthened in silence, and released in power. Let this be your vow: to walk in humility, to speak in wisdom, to move in grace, and to remain faithful no matter what. Because the wave is not coming, it is already here. And you, chosen one, are not watching it from the shore. You are riding it, rising with it, and being transformed by it. The heavens have announced it. The earth has felt it. And now, you have heard it. It is time. You are ready, and the divine shift has begun. The divine shift continues, deeper than the surface of words, flowing into the very architecture of the soul. And now, as this transformation presses forward, the invitation intensifies. The chosen ones, those awake, aware, and aligned, are entering a season where their training becomes their testimony and their alignment becomes their authority. This new realm is not bound by rules of the old. Time behaves differently here. Doors open not by might or manipulation, but by divine timing. You are not moving according to human calendars anymore, you are moving by God's clock. Delays are not denials. Setbacks are not punishments. In this dimension, everything is preparation. The people removed from your life, the prayers that felt unanswered, the times you were overlooked, they were not accidents. They were alignment. God was never trying to deprive you. He was making room, clearing the clutter, removing what could not carry the weight of your next. He was protecting your purpose from the pollution of premature promotion. Because had you been elevated before you were ready, the blessing could have become a burden. But now you are ready. Not perfect, but postured. Not flawless, but faithful. You are not who you were. You have been through too much, learned too much, healed too much to shrink back now. The divine is breathing on your life again. You are standing in front of gates that generations before you only dreamed of. There is legacy in your lungs. You're not just breaking through for yourself, you're breaking generational patterns, spiritual ceilings, invisible chains. The things that tried to silence you, shame you, scare you, they lost. You're still here, not because you never broke, but because God held the broken pieces in His hands and turned them into power. And now, you speak differently. Not to be heard, but to heal. You love differently, not to be needed, but to reflect heaven. You walk differently, not for validation, but from revelation. The world hasn't changed, but you have. And because you've changed, your world will too. The Spirit is drawing you into deeper waters. Shallow living will no longer satisfy. Superficial conversations will feel like noise. You are being pulled away from imitation and into intimacy. God doesn't want your performance, He wants your presence. He doesn't need you to pretend, He needs you to be present. Authentic, attentive, aware. There will be moments in this season that feel uncomfortable. That's because you are expanding. Don't mislabel growth as disconnection. Don't confuse elevation with isolation. Some people can't hear your new sound because they're tuned to your old frequency. That's okay. Let them adjust, or let them go. You're not abandoning anyone, you're answering God. In the days to come, divine strategy will begin to download. Sudden clarity will sweep in. Instructions will feel urgent, even strange. Obey anyway. Some directions will make no sense in the moment, but they will unlock miracles down the road. You are no longer operating by sight, you are walking in spirit. Logic must bow to leading. Provision will come, and it won't make sense. Resources, relationships, revelations, they'll arrive from places you never expected. You won't have to chase them, they'll recognize the oil on your life and find their way to you. This is the fruit of alignment. Stay in posture, stay in peace. You are walking under open heavens. And with that comes responsibility. Guard your gates, your eyes, your ears, your heart. Protect your oil. Not everyone deserves access to your anointing. Be generous with your kindness, but selective with your circle. You are a steward of sacred things. And remember, you are not behind. You are not late. You are not less than. Divine timing looks like delay to the world, but in the spirit, it's orchestration. Trust the pace. Trust the process. Trust the pruning. You are exactly where you need to be to become who you were born to be. This is the season of suddenlies, of supernatural turnarounds, of silent prayers becoming public testimonies. Things you thought were lost are about to be restored. What was stolen will be returned. What was broken will be rebuilt. But better, stronger, holier, you are being trusted with the next move of God. Not because you earned it, but because you endured. Heaven is not looking for the loudest, it's looking for the most surrendered. And that's you. So rise, not in ego, but in expectation. You're not waiting on a move of God, you are one. And this is just the beginning.